like take over a game. When a goalie's hot and it seems like no one can score on them, the defense might break down and have a bad play where the guy gets right on the doorstep, but you still have a percentage of making that save. Like whenever we're down by a few goals, I just told myself, hey, like you need one more save, and that one save is gonna snowball it.
It's Army and Navy. What a scene here at Michie Stadium as we hit the stretch run of the regular season in the Patriot League.
The first 5 minutes of that game is pretty much not lacrosse. It's just kind of like a battle.
Face-offs we knew would be key. Will Coletti is one of the best in America for Army. And the opening face-off control momentarily for Navy, but scooped up by the Black Knights.
A lot of the times those Army-Navy games get pretty sloppy just because there's so much emotion in it, and guys are willing to sell out for every single little play.
Here's Evan Plunkett with it. Number 4, sophomore Roswell, Georgia. Plays it off. Good look, Jackson Eicher. Lost control of it, though, and scooped up by Navy in the cage. It's Dan Daly.
I think what's different about this year, when you usually look at Army, right, and you think of them as a defensive unit, it's tough to score against them, and Navy probably look at them trying to figure out ways to score. This year, I feel like they feel confident they can get enough goals against them. A little different in the goal than they've been in years past, and I think it's for Navy, it's how do you stop them on the other side?
First shot that just like simply went by the goal. The crowd like erupted, and I was like, what the hell? Like, it was so loud.
I feel that they're just trying to feel each other out right now, trying to see what the defense is doing, where they're bringing the slides, how they're playing the picks. So just both offenses right now, just getting settled, and again, reading the defense, seeing what they're throwing at them, and making their adjustments.
Evan Plunkett defended by Jacob Darrow. In the middle. Good look, score! Shot sent home by Paley O'Connor, his 10th. And Army scores the first of the game, 1-0.
So in that first quarter, they put in 3 pretty quick. The game was just moving so fast, and they made some really nice looks to the inside where they had high quality shots. Nights before games, I'll try and just visualize myself making saves and just kind of visualizing what the next day should look like. And I think that helps me just because it allows me to not really be scared about anything because I've already seen it in my mind.
You gotta know where he is.
In front, opening, Kennedy parries this one. Same thing, this time he cashes in.
It felt like anything was gonna go by me. In a situation like that, for me to just stay calm and be able to fight back and start making saves, I trusted my team and trusted myself and knew that one little play was just gonna spark it. Being at the Naval Academy, there's a lot to handle. You have school, you got military, and obviously we play lacrosse, so you got that too. And it's pretty tough coming to practice every day. Sometimes you have like a little bit of stress and weight from the hours before of class that we had, because unlike most colleges, we all have about 4 classes a day that are packed into from 7:55 to 3. It's tough to balance stuff here, but I think what makes it easier is just the network and support that we have that the coaches provide. I think the most important part is just being with the guys in the locker room and stuff like that. I think that makes it a little bit easier. It takes the stress off of the school day. Coming to college now, my freshman year, I came in and wanted to play right away, as anyone would. Me and the senior last year, Pat, split time in the first 6 games. He ended up winning the starting job, and he deserved it. He had a great season. I think my approach to that season has definitely been different than this season. Last year, I was focused too much on winning that goalie battle. Every single day that I practice, in my mind I was telling myself I either won or lost the day. And I think that actually negatively affected me in the end of the season. When you put that much pressure on yourself every single day, day in and day out, you're gonna burn out at some point. And I think that it just took a little bit of the fun away from being a goalie. I think this year I focused a little bit more in the fall and the early spring on what can I do each day to get better so that I can just build and have building blocks each and every day so that by the springtime I'll be a very good goalie. That incremental and step-by-step process of just like trying to take like a good thing out of each day just allowed me to sit back and like appreciate the game a little bit more.
EJ's on me! Ready? Exercise! 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey! Hey!
All year we've been doubted. Right when we went up against Hopkins, everyone's like, oh, Navy's not good enough. Navy's not ready. We can beat them. When we went up against BU, everyone's like, oh, like, they're not good enough. They're not going to win. We can beat them. We went up against Colgate. Everyone's like, oh, they're not good enough. Right? No, we can beat them. We have an opportunity this weekend. All right? It's another ranked team opponent that we're going up against. Let's prove everyone else wrong again. Here we go, boys. Yep. Name on 1, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah!
Here we go.
Being in a Division I sport, especially here at Navy, there's a lot of coverage of your games and a lot of people write about you and write about the team. And sometimes that's hard to filter out just because it's just always there. A lot of times it's just easier to focus on the game itself. People always have their opinions about how you're playing, how the team's playing. I see the headlines sometimes, and whether they're good or bad, I just try and push that aside and just really focus on the game that's upcoming or the game that we just had and just focus on getting better each and every week. I think that a lot of times people expect certain things from a Navy team or any college team that does well, like good programs. They expect us to play well, and when we don't, they write about it, they talk about it, but I just try and focus on the game itself.
Hewitt got leverage. Does it count? Does it count? It counts. Navy wins. Navy has done it. Navy has done it.
I think that winning against Hopkins did a lot for our team. I felt like we were still unsure about how good we could be.
We're gonna scrimmage right now, okay? Ones versus ones, okay? Ones versus ones. I want our team, the Navy team, both teams actually.
We have the ability to win and win big games, and that's important. And I think that it's helped us later in the season, just like be confident in everyone up and down the field.
Yep. Navy on 1, 3, 2, 1.
What's up? What about dinner? 6?
think in the beginning of the season it was a challenge for me to just believe in myself. I think it's a challenge for every goalie. I know that I can play against any team in the country and do well against any shooters. Once those first few games I had under my belt where I really felt like I was in the driver's seat, I felt like ever since then I've been able to step up and not only play well but be a leader on the field too.
In goal from the Midshipmen is the sophomore from Goaliesmith, number 1, Dan Daly.
I was expecting myself to be a little bit more nervous, actually. I think I've been in that situation a lot this season, actually. Our team has consistently gone down like 2 or 3 goals every single game in the first quarter and found a way to come back. I wasn't really worried.
It is 3-0, and finally Navy gets a possession back here with Hayashi. And now it gets busted loose all over him. It was Fournier, the junior from Austin, Texas. Army again, good chance. Iker, what a pass. Crisp passing line off the post though that time.
Just being down a few goals, you can't just start second guessing yourself and thinking. I think that you just gotta set like those small goals, because when you hit those small goals, it helps you to focus on something really simple. Like if I just have to make 1 save, I don't have to make all these crazy saves throughout the game. I just have to make 1 save and then they're gonna start coming.
It's 4-0, another turnover. All Army, they've got the numbers, racing through. Shot, did it get through? No, what a save by Daly that time.
What a save, incredible. He's backpedaling, trying to get back to his net. One-on-one, nobody helping him there. That makes an unbelievable save as he goes to the ground.
Navy's got to settle this thing here. Perfect try to rifle it. Save made by Daly.
What do you expect? It's Army Navy, right? You're going to see things. Not a penalty, not a goal, not a timeout, not a nothing.
So the fourth begins with Army leading 7-6, which is where we were at halftime.
Playing the Army-Navy game was such an honor. There's a ton of tradition behind that, and the guys that have come before us that have played in that game have gone on to do amazing things. There's definitely a sense of appreciation that you have for both your team and Army when playing in that game. I never really believed it. And I never really understood what coaches and seniors would say when they'd be like, hey, you gotta like appreciate the little moments. You got like, it would be a random practice on like a Wednesday, and they'd say, hey, like, these are the moments that you're gonna cherish when you leave. And I'd be like, what are you talking about? We just ran up and down the field like 10 times. Like, this might not be the most enjoyable thing I remember. I think after this past week, I've really grown to appreciate it and have like just like a different perspective on the team and playing here. I've just really come to realize that your time does run out and it goes by fast. And I'm only a sophomore, so I still have half of my college career left, and I feel like it's gone by super quick. It's not like the huge wins that I have and awesome plays that I make that like I think will stand out to me in the future. I think it's more those life lessons that come out of being a goalie, and not just being a goalie, but being a goalie here. It teaches you to be resilient and strong when things go haywire. You only have so many times you're going to play Army-Navy. You're only going to have so many times that you can make an impact on that game. So I think that that's probably the biggest takeaway I took from this week.
Who checked it out. He's got the ball, drops it off. Another long pole shot. Dan Daly, second team all-league goalkeeper. It's cut. Poitras Daly on the high low to the hourglass. Gets less as Daly makes another save. Cambridge gets it away to Houston. He fires. Daly protecting the 5-hole. And the Navy Midshipmen, for the first time in 10 tries, are going to win a Patriot League tournament game. They will head to Army on Friday night to take on Lehigh in the semifinals of the Patriot League tournament.